Welcome into the Arrowhead Addict halftime show. My name is Price Carter, and your Kansas City Chiefs lead the San Francisco 49ers 14-6 in what has been a kind of ugly event in the first half here. Ugly in the sense of two teams that are struggling to move the ball in certain ways. Honestly, the 14-16 score feels way more than it has been as far as moving the ball. I wanted to kind of highlight something here. These are two teams that have played in two championships together recently. It's easy to say that these two teams have some sort of championship pedigree. Clearly, these are some of the best teams in the NFL over the last couple of years. Best coaching staffs, leadership, front offices, etc. Overcoming adversity is a huge part of that. The Chiefs are already facing a lot of adversity coming into this game. Losing Rashee Rice, losing Hollywood Brown, losing Isaiah Pacheco, flip-flopping left tackles. It's been a lot. Patrick Mahomes hasn't played his best. They're relying on a young rookie. They lose Juju Smith-Schuster a few snaps into this game. Right now, their wide receiver core is Xavier Worthy, Justin Watson, Sky Moore, and McCole Hardman. And what do? They start relying on other players, running backs, tight ends. We've seen Noah Gray have a good half here. The team that is going to come away victorious in this game is the team that can overcome that adversity the best. So far, the story for the 49ers has been Deebo Samuel has been fighting some sort of stomach bug or some sort of illness, and he's basically been in and out of the lineup, not been an impact in this game. Obviously, they don't have their starting running back with Christian McCaffrey. Juwan Jennings, probably their most reliable third down receiver, is out of this game as well. Brandon Ayuk might be out, looking like he got kind of a nasty injury right there before half. And they've not overcome that adversity as well. Part of it is they're having costly penalties. They have had quite a few penalties in this half, like start holding them back as far as moving the ball. They've had costly penalties on defense that extended a Chiefs drive. These are not fun football games all the time to watch. We want the Chiefs to be this high-flying, fun offense all the time. And I know it's not fun looking at people on Twitter or on social media talking about Patrick Mahomes throwing another interception. But what is fun is winning. And there's a lot of teams that lose games like this for these reasons. And the Chiefs are finding ways to win them. So we'll get into the stats. We'll look at the stat lines and kind of what to look for in the second half. But just keep in mind, winning above all else is what matters. And the Chiefs, they may not get style points. That's okay. They have a chance to be the only undefeated team in the NFL. And that's what matters here. And they're doing their best to put them in a position to go for the three-peat. Offensively for the Chiefs, you've got Patrick Mahomes with 108 yards. He has that interception, which, again, Patrick Mahomes has just had some really bad interception luck here. I don't think that was a bad pass. That was just a great play by the defensive tackle there to tip the ball up and catch it on his own. He's kind of had some bad luck. Now, I will also say he's had a few interceptions that are just head scratchers. That's what happens. When you have those head scratchers, then you have some guys make some great plays, like that play that happened in the Bengals game, the one-handed interception. This is kind of the product you get where you have more touchdown passes or more interceptions than touchdown passes. That will probably change. But part of that is the Chiefs have been in the red zone twice. They've scored twice because they have Kareem Hunt, who's been a major revelation in the red zone. Kareem Hunt, 11 carries for 36 yards, 3.3 average a carry, 2 touchdowns. I will say Kareem Hunt doesn't look as explosive as he's looked to start. I think the wear and tear is starting to get to him a little bit. This backfield certainly needs more Isaiah Pacheco, and I would love to see a little bit more Samaje Perine as well. You have McCole Hardman, who is just a revelation against the 49ers, a certified Niner killer. He had the big rush for 20 yards. He also had a nice chain moving catch on third down for 17 yards and a really big punt return as well. Xavier Worthy has a reception for 5 yards. He also had that carry for about 5 yards. Other than that, Xavier Worthy has 3 catches for 19 yards. Misread the wrong one. Other than that, this has just been a slow, methodical driving down the field. Noah Gray has been the key factor to this offense, which is kind of surprising to say. 57 yards for him, 19 yards or 10 yards for Travis Kelce. Defensively, Steve Spagnuolo is doing what Steve Spagnuolo has done to Kyle Shanahan, and that's put him in a box. The Chiefs have been aided by some mistakes by the 49ers offense, including that drop by Brandon Ayuk, where that could have been a big play. They've had some holding penalties. They got a little bit there before half, but even there, holding them to a field goal 14-6 feels a lot different than 14-10. Brock Purdy is feeling the pressure. There's been a couple of times that I feel like he's kind of feeling more pressure than there is there. He's 8 for 16, Brock Purdy with 113 yards. an interception that came at the hands of Justin Reed. A nice play by him. Good to see him make an impact on this game. He's struggled a little bit, admittedly, with George Kittle on that big explosive play down the field. But you knew that the 49ers were going to test that tight end. The Chiefs have kind of struggled against the tight ends at the beginning of the year. They've had a nice bounce back, but it looks like they're going to kind of keep trying to feed George Kittle. Right now, the leading rusher for the 49ers is Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback H-back with 14 yards. You would take that going into this game against an offense that runs the ball as well as the 49ers do. George Kittle, we mentioned 71 yards for him. Brandon Ayuk, who may or may not be returning to this game, 23 yards. If Ayuk leaves this game and the 49ers are relying on Kittle, Jacob Cohen, Ricky Pearsall, both rookies, Jordan Mason, Kyle Juszczyk, the Chiefs, you like their chances to be dominant defensively. You have George Karlaftis, who has 3 total tackles. He has a sack as well. He has the sole sack for the Chiefs in this game so far, and a tackle for a loss. Defensively, it looks like the Chiefs are going to be able to do enough. And honestly, right now, with how they're playing defensively, you think if the Chiefs can get to maybe 24 points, 21 points, they're going to be safe to win this game. What would we like to see in the second half? Well, obviously, we would like to see this offense be able to continue to move the ball down the field methodically and maybe hit one of those explosive plays down the field to Xavier Worthy. I think right now it's just really tough. Juju did a lot of just traditional wide receiver things that this offense needed. They don't have him right now. You have Sky Moore on the field. That's always a scary proposition. Maybe see a little bit more from Justin Watson this half. And, it would be good to see Travis Kelce going in this game. I think Tom Brady did a nice job of highlighting the fact that they're using Noah Gray on some of the things that they would use Travis Kelce for. So is that a rest thing or is that a decoy situation? It's good to see Noah Gray get going, especially since he's going to be here long term, but you would like to see a little bit more there. It's also okay for them to have an explosive play in the run game. The Chiefs' run game has been the ultimate just efficiency monster, where they're getting 4 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, no negative plays, but no explosive plays. The only way that they're getting explosive plays in the run game is, these sweeps and handoffs to the wide receivers like McCole Hardman, like Xavier Worthy. That's really the only explosive run element they have here. So maybe that's Samaje Perine. Maybe they give Carson Steele another look if he can hold on to the ball, or maybe that's just some design concepts. Also, it'd be great to see Patrick Mahomes get a touchdown pass. Don't like the more interceptions than touchdowns for him, though they are winning and they're playing well. We'll just come back to that point one more time. Chiefs here, they just got to find a way to survive and advance. The 49ers are a very good football team. They're dinged up. So are the Chiefs. Both of them are fighting through injuries, but the team that handles that better is the one that's going to come out victorious today. Right now, it is 14-6 at halftime. I am going to predict that the Chiefs win this game 24-17. Kind of an oh, by the way, there at the end for the 49ers, with the Chiefs having the ball, kneeling it out at the end. It will be interesting to see what happens in this game. Hopefully we get some big plays, some highlights to discuss on the Arrowhead Addict post-game show hosted by Patrick Allen and Sterling Holmes. Make sure you tune into that and like and subscribe this video and join us for what will hopefully be a victory celebration. My name is Price Carter. Enjoy the second half. And as always, go Chiefs.